Yo, what up? This is a Squeegee Live podcast. I'm T Squeegee. I'm here with Mark Tanner.
Yeah.
Tim Huber, and Seth Byers is a fucking faggot.
Yeah. Seth is hooking up his internet.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get
He's
kicked
over there
off
rewiring
of
his
that.
old dial-up shit.
He got a Pornhub virus.
Yeah. Interracial chicks with dicks.
Oh, that's fucking great.
I just want my bachelor party one last time.
All right. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, here he is. There we go. There, I got him. I think I got him. I don't know. Seth's a fucking idiot. Fuck him.
Cocksucker.
Cocksucker. That cocksucker can't even work a fucking computer, that cocksucker.
You know, what up, dude?
What's up, fuckface?
All married.
All married and shit. Yeah.
Sacks all bloated.
Hey, I made all those
Sacks all bloated up
Patreon.
and never drained anymore.
I made all those Patreon shirts and didn't make one for Tim and Seth because fuck those guys.
I know. I'm looking at everybody going, wait.
Thanks, dude.
Everybody else has got all this cool shit. I'm in the mailbox waiting.
Right? Yeah.
I've been
you're
out
not
there
getting
for
one,
3
motherfucker.
hours.
Yeah, you can keep waiting. You ain't getting one.
Well, this is
You
the
know
thing.
what?
This is the thing. When I ordered them, I fucking ordered the wrong colored fucking shirts. I ordered 2 different colors of shirts, and the color that I bought, I didn't fucking order to do them in. I did not order enough for you, Mark, Seth, or myself. So we don't have one.
I want the one you got on right now.
Oh, that one? This one? The
Jack Daniels one. That's
old time
badass.
quality window cleaning.
Yep.
Yeah, baby. Distilled and bottled by window cleaners worldwide. Eat a dick,
Yep.
bitch. Yeah, I'm gonna get. I got somebody that that will turn that into a PNG for me, and that'll be up on the squeegeelife.com soon.
Nice.
Yeah, somebody. Jacob said Tim didn't show up to your birthday party. You don't deserve shit.
On the party. This is we're 200 episodes in.
Yeah, come on, man. That was like 2 years ago.
It's still fun as hell, though.
And it's only funny when I say it. I need to get that shirt that Seth's wearing on there.
Yeah, this shirt is awesome. I wear this all the time.
I would do that. I can get front and backs done, right, Tim? They'd just be a little bit more expensive, right? On my end.
I think it's a little bit. I think yeah.
I'll take a hit on them. I don't give a fuck. What I need to do, dude, is I need to go and I need to have. What do you think about me putting the window cleaning history shirt on there? I should probably put that on there, huh?
I fucking love it, dude.
That should definitely be on there.
That's one of my favorites.
I'll get the PNGs. Yeah. I'll get the PN. I know you are, Jacob. That's why we're good buddies. I'll get the PNGs situated, and I'll get those uploaded. So the window cleaning history shirt will be on there, and that Squeegee Life Dojo shirt will be on there because they should be on there, and they're not.
Well, I can get back on there now. I was just having issues with that computer.
I'm doing
so
a
if you
new.
just shoot them to me,
Well,
I'll
it's
get it
not
up.
really a window cleaning history shirt, but something like it. I'm gonna, because I don't really talk to Noah anymore, so I'm not gonna use his window cleaning history anymore unless he says it's okay. So
He's good with it.
I'm gonna
He needs to come on the podcast.
I'm gonna do a maker shirt next. You're gonna get the patent drawing of the tip jar on the back of a shirt next. That'll be the final Patreon shirt of the year. That'll be hoodies. That'll be hoodies unless you live somewhere hot and
like a picture of a gunslinger with a slash through it, and it says "often imitated, never duplicated" or something like that.
Nah, I don't want to give that dude any smoke. Fuck that piece of shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna do hoodies. I'd like to do hoodies for the last two because I made like the next shirt and the barbecue team shirt. I'm gonna do hoodies, and the tip jar shirt. I want to do hoodies as well for the Patreon guys. But if you live in a warm climate and you don't want a hoodie, you'd rather have a T-shirt, I'll send you a T-shirt instead. I'm wanting to know what everyone likes. I wonder what everyone thinks of the koozies, because I made everybody's. Have you ever? You guys know where I'm going with that shirt, right? The Chopper for Life, Jesse James Chopper. I'm probably gonna get sued for that, but whatever. The CFL, I changed it to Squeegee's for Life. I stole that crown and put that in the center of the chest, and then stole his weapon. So she made koozies. I didn't make them, but she made koozies with the SFL on the koozie. They're pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jennifer hates the window cleaning history shirt, and I'd like
to. Is that because there's so much detail?
There's
to it?
so much. There's a lot of detail to it, man.
Yeah. But dude, I gotta say, hands down, and I love pretty much all the shirts you make. That one just, for whatever reason, hits home.
Everyone my cousin wears one. He rides his motorcycle, and he's always getting. He's not even a window cleaner. He just likes the shirt.
Well, that one and the original Stranger Things Squeegee Live one, I get a lot of comments, but a lot of people look at it, especially the younger generation. They're like, "Oh, Stranger Things," Yeah. And I'm like, no, you might want to read that again. But the history one, people compliment that all the time.
Junior, Dos Ex Junior. I mean, it's been on the bottom of the screen since the first time you watched the podcast. It's www.patreon.com/Squeegee Life. That's how you become a Patreon member. And you got to be $10 and above, and it takes you 3 months to get your first shirt. So if you want a shirt, you better fucking do it now.
Yeah, don't put $10 in and cancel.
Yeah, I hate to be that way, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, it cost me $500 to send you guys what you guys got. Yeah, that means the material, the shirts, and the fucking shipping is $500 every time I do that. So if everybody thinks I'm making money hand over fist on Patreon, you can suck my dick.
Yeah.
Because I can assure you that is not the case. I usually post the receipts in the Patreon group so people can see I'm not trying to. I spent $150 to $200 shipping every fucking time. You know what I mean? Every time.
Yeah.
And I did those fucking those $7 fucking envelopes. You know what I'm talking about? Those $7 envelopes. Yeah. I did them this time, and it was a little bit cheaper. It was like $25 cheaper, but it was cheaper. That's all I give a fuck about. But of course, I had to send Jason Lehman a fucking crate all the way to fucking Washington. But at least he gave me $20 for shipping. I hooked him up with an aluminum rinse bar because I don't need one anymore. Now that I've got fucking what do you want to call it? The Battle Cat. I don't need a Tucker rinse bar ever again. I'm gonna get that 10-inch now. I'm sold. That's the best scrubby thing you get. You know what I mean?
You know what would be cool with the Battle Cat? I know it's probably not possible, or it would be, but it'd be so expensive to make. I don't think there's any long-term money in it. But if you take the abrasive pads that come with the Battle Cat off, and then you could literally Velcro bristles on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, and put freaking bristles on it. Because there's a lot of, it probably works on 50% of the jobs for me, because frames and cut-ups or, unfortunately the only one I have is 18-inch, so, I use it selectively on big windows, but it'd be cool if there was like a way to put, a row of bristles into that thing.
three dudes just stole your idea, and there'll be three of them tomorrow.
That's going to cost so much money, dude. That's going to cost a lot of money to make, man. A lot of money to make. Think about that, because you can't rob it from anything else. You can't buy something and then turn it into that. You would literally have to have bristles stitched into a fabric. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a hard rubber backing, and then bristles pulled through the rubber with a Velcro back. But that would be the ultimate right there, because then you could have a plethora, you know, of. Think about it, dude. You know. You heard it first here on the Squeegee Life podcast. It won't be the first time John Sacco's getting shade thrown at him every time he turns around. I'll bet you John Sacco, if he sold, let's just say, hypothetically, 200 of his remote control system, 150 of them went to people to tear them apart and see what's in them so they can build them. Yeah. That bitch is getting. I feel like, you know.
People are fucking scumbags.
Yeah. Man. They are, and then it's going to come down to marketing at that point. Which, you know, I know John Sacco's putting his stuff up there, and I saw he's got a TikTok videos now with it, with his stuff, and I love it. I love John Sacco, and I wouldn't buy the other ones just because they ripped him off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was seeing the new thing he's adding in there, like a.
Oh yeah, it's like a dispenser.
I think it was a 6-piece like chemical injector.
Yeah, you can mix all kind of chemicals and everything.
Yeah. Somebody will fucking rob that too, because they're pieces of shit.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, hey, I'm gonna say this, and I'm not saying everybody, because I know some cool ass fucking dudes like John and Jamie and fucking Lewis and fucking John J. Locke and fucking. There's some cool ass dudes out there, Jacob Dell, some really cool ass pressure washers out there. And if you're watching, you're a pressure washer, and I forgot you, I apologize, but I'd say about 90% of you motherfuckers are pussies, bitches.
Yeah.
I just gotta say that. Them dudes in those fucking groups, Jesus Christ. I had some fucking
dude. I did share the pressure washing group.
Good, I'm glad. I'm glad that, I hope some of them are washing. You guys are fucking pussies, man. And this dude was like, and I posted, you guys seen it, I posted in the podcast group. It's like, you know, I'm gonna make this group so people will be nice and shit. It's just like, dude, how fucking weak are you, man? It's fucking Facebook, dude. Fight back or shut the fuck up. Don't ask stupid fucking questions. There's guys on there asking how to fucking connect fucking things like hoses to guns. It's like, how fucking stupid are you, dude?
Male, female.
If you cannot listen
backwards,
yeah,
they don't know how to fucking
listen.
So
if you
at
can't,
this point should not be fucking president.
Yes, if you can't figure out that simple fucking task, you have no business working at anyone's house, because you're a fucking idiot.
Well, yeah, how many times have you seen?
I just asking questions. And you're so mean, and you're a fucking bully. And what did you get? Shut up, bitch.
I've seen on the pressure washing groups where someone gets a cheap pressure cleaner, and even on the expensive ones, sometimes the unloaders don't unload, so you turn the key or pull the cord, and the machine is bound up with pressure because it's not relieving itself, and they lift the whole machine up off the ground, and they're like, the machine's locked up, it needs a new engine. I'm like, dude, pull the freaking trigger. If I'm having to tell you this, I certainly don't want you cleaning my house.
Fuck. I just, oh my God. And then guys are like, well, you didn't start out knowing everything. Dude, if you can't figure that out, you probably can't pedal a fucking bicycle either.
Yeah,
you stupid fuck.
Replaced the whole gun because the O-ring fell out.
Fuck. You know, and you don't need to help people like that. If you cannot learn the basics of anything, then you are not worth the help. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. No, I remember when I first started YouTube, I watched this dude, I'm not going to say who he is, washing windows, and this motherfucker would pull across the top, and then instead of going straight to the top of the frame, he'd start where he fucking squeegeed water off and leave a line of he would pull across and then down. But he would leave what the fuck are you? Yes, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Instead of going to the top of the window and pulling down, for a full stroke, he did a half a stroke on the fucking window and then wiped it with a rag. I'm like, what in the fuck? And he did this fucking shit for like 6 or 8 months, and then he stopped posting videos. But I'm just like, what a fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, you know, unfortunately,
not to mention the fucking guys that get in your inbox. Oh my God.
But you know what? There's also the problem is that in the window cleaning and the pressure washing groups, and probably many of the service groups, there's this sense out there that I fucking owe you something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know you
like,
shit,
okay,
man.
I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about that. And I help people all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving you my fucking everything
just
because you're a nice guy and so am I.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just not into it. I don't mind if someone asks me a question. I had a guy that asked me a question privately that was probably, I'm going to be honest, and if the guy's watching, I don't want to offend you, and I'm not trying to be, but it's a really dumb fucking question, you know what I mean? And I answered it, you know what I mean, and he still didn't get it, and I'm just like, this is how you do this. And this is really simple. I'm not going to say what it was.
Yeah.
But it was just in case. It was just really like, oh my fucking God, bro. You know what I mean? And this dude runs a pressure washing company. And like, you don't, I mean, it's cool that you're trying to learn how to clean glass traditionally. I totally get it. But fuck, man. I mean, what? Dude, it's just common fucking, you do not have common sense. I mean, use your head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just use your head.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
No.
The basics are not hard. The basics are not.
You're just.
You get other stuff. It is.
Yeah, and that's the same way. Like with my YouTube channel, I get guys comment all the time. I don't learn anything on this channel. I'm not here to teach you anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy something. I'm gonna use it, or WCR is gonna send it to me, or Maker Products, or Black Diamond Rubber. I'm gonna use it, do a video on it, try it out. Tell other window cleaners what I think about it, and that's it. I'm not going to tell you 3 easy tips on how to clean a fucking window. If you can't... Are we seriously, we don't know how to clean windows? Is that where we're at? I mean, do you want to be the guy that's like, I don't know how to clean a window? I mean, it's not that fucking hard, man. The best way to do anything is just go do it. Go do it.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can tell you.
Yeah. Go buy that fucking machine and go home. And fuck your own shit up before you go and fuck someone else's shit up.
Right, man. I just...
At least you're not on the hook for it. You just gotta look at it now.
It's not.
Yeah, I just do shit on my channel just to take you through a day with me. It's not to teach you how to fucking, for instance, build a website like Steve-O just did on his YouTube channel. I'm not going to do that. Steve-O can do that. You know what I mean?
Everyone.
Yeah, don't get upset with me because, if you ask me a question, I'll be more than happy to answer it. But if you're looking for tutorials, I mean, fucking A, guy. I mean, if you're getting on the fucking Facebook group and asking, how do you put soap in your water? Or how do you keep the water from splashing out of your bucket? Honestly, man, go to Walmart, buy a 22, put it in your mouth, pull the trigger. You're a fucking retard. There you go. Done. That's how you fix that. You stupid fucking son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Jesus
pretty
Christ.
hard watching, just people debate on pro window cleaning all the time.
Oh.
Big Mike put up a fucking video of him scraping the tempered glass sticker off, and I was like,
congratulations. I loved it too. Yeah.
Thank you.
I loved it too, man.
It was awesome.
What is people's fault? I get that all the time. You're scraping tempered glass? Yeah.
Yeah, I can fucking fix it. Go fuck yourself.
Well, not even the fix it. I mean, I can do... I'm going to be honest with you. Out of all the years I've been cleaning windows, I've probably scraped and fucking fucked up maybe 10 pieces of tempered glass. The whole time I've been cleaning windows. The whole fucking time. You got to be a total fucking dolt to fucking... Like, I see guys all the time, like, I show a whole fucking... Like, I did this house and every window's got a scratch on it. Well, you're a fucking idiot. Here's your sign. And what's that? Oh, well, you scraped the whole house and scratched every fucking window and didn't realize it. You know what I mean? Shit, we got fucking 8 thumbs up and 20 people watching. We know what you guys think about us. Fucking pieces of shit. But anyways, I digress. Stop being fucking stupid, man.
Thing, man. I never got it. They gave it to me like second week cleaning windows and like, don't fuck shit up. And I was like, oh, okay.
I got mine like, a couple weeks in, and I wasn't told anything about glass. Don't fuck up the glass. It's like, don't cut yourself, dummy. You know what I mean? That was the first thing I was told is don't cut your finger off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The first thing, yeah.
You're going to buy that scraper, you're going to lose the cover, A, and then what's going to happen is you're eventually going to cut yourself. So get fucking used to it.
Yeah. John told me, the only thing John told me about, the only thing, and see, that's, like I said, that's cool, Lewis. Some people will just watch the video and learn shit just from watching. I don't need to describe it to you. You see what the fuck I'm doing. That's how I learn. Maybe I'm one of those people that other people aren't that way, but I'm the type of person I learn by seeing, learn by doing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do things. Yeah, you know what I mean? Everything I've ever learned and gotten good at is by watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know
most people are visual learners, but and I mean, look, I stepped back for a long time. When I first got into Facebook and I started, at that point was the same time I was looking on YouTube and seeing guys cleaning windows, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. And then I, started going back and forth in pro window cleaning, just ragging on people. I'm like, dude, you put a video of this, it's fucking remedial, But then I backed up and said, not everybody has a father to teach them or a good employer to teach them. So I started realizing that I had it better. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with watching a video and going out and privately fucking learning how to do it and then refine that technique. But you got to do it. TJ's got to do TJ. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody could. I mean, how many people do you see, Tim Huber, that holds their thumb over the fucking squeegee all the time? Like, how are you even moving that fucking thing? What I'm saying?
That's my finger. It's my finger.
He does this. He does that.
I do have to say, he does the finger, but he screws shit. So
I'll put that in there for a closeout occasionally, but other than that, we're gone.
Yeah, it's just guiding.
Yeah.
Some people, I worked, one of the dudes I worked with, he fucking grabbed the squeegee like this and put two fingers on and clean like this. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? But it worked for him.
My wrists and elbow aren't like they used to be, man. I need as much pressure as I can get on that squeegee. You know what I mean?
I can tell you this, if I ever made a video of squeegeeing, I think maybe TJ would relate to it, but very few, because I literally hold the squeegee handle in my fingertips.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
I do not grab it. It's in my fingertips, and I can move it all around without barely moving my fucking hands.
He's wearing a Squeegee Life shirt, Jason Lehman, so there you go. That's what you get for talking shit. Crack a book and learn how to read. He said, Tim, you got a Circle H shirt, but no Squeegee Life shirt. I mean, he's literally wearing one right now.
Hang on a minute. I got to see if I got something I saw the other day. I can find it.
Dude, one of my guys holds the handle, like, right at where the right at the top, and I'm like, why do you even have a handle, dude? Like, you don't need one. I'm just gonna use your hand.
Do you still have that Clearview shirt I sent you years ago?
What's that?
Do you still have that Clearview shirt I sent you years ago?
Yeah, I do. It's hanging in my closet. That's one of the nicest shirts I have because I don't wear it that much. Like I won't wear it going in my shop or anything. You know what I'm saying? So like my wife's got get a clean T-shirt. We're going out to dinner. I'll wear that.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah. The journey of a new entrepreneur. Hello. How about the upside down reach it wannabe ledger? Dude, that dude is such a fucking tool bag. Fuck Perry Tate, man. How about fuck Perry Tate and his asshole? Hey, you know what's fucking great is those Mark Tanner turning me on to fucking old Gucci shoes' fucking TikTok. Somebody needs to go to his fucking shit and send me videos so I can fucking screen capture them. I need to do more videos on that fucking turd burglar.
When you did sloth at the end of it, I was like, yeah.
Hey, someone else, Alex, told me, he goes, that motherfucker looks like Beaker. He does.
He's looking rough.
He does look just like him. I'm like, man, I missed the fucking, hey, bro, I missed the boat on that one. He looks just like Beaker from the Muppets.
Dude, I'm going to start working on that right now.
Do that.
That dude is definitely doing some heavy drinking. And it's daily
Tim's
heavy drinking.
Tim's like, I know from experience that dude's drinking. From one alcoholic to another. You got to stop that shit.
Hey, I'm good. I'm only about 4 days a week right now.
Good for you, Tim. Hey, man. The first step is fucking taking a few days off a week. You know what I mean? That's the first step, dude. Yeah. I can't fault you for that, bro.
Actually,
I mean, you're fucking drinking. What are you drinking? Powerade right now? You know what I mean? Look at shit.
Well, no, I'm gonna after this. I got this huge party Saturday.
Oh, so you're fucking getting hydrated up. Oh man, bad. That is some serious alcohol drinking there, boy.
Joey and I did a house right before we went to Florida. It was a trade-out house because it's a distributor, one of the distributors down here. He shows up with a case of wine and 3 cases of Coors Light. So it's Coors Light time.
Jeez.
It's a great way to get paid. alcohol.
Seth looks
Not
like
bad.
he's given up on life.
No.
Are you still the keto kid? You still ketogenic? Are you still trying to lose weight, Seth?
Yeah, I've kind of plateaued at 205, and the rest now is just going to be like working out. So I'm stuck at 205.
Oh, you
so I
about
feel
to
like
get
those-
swole?
No, I'm fucking lazy. Is my problem.
Oh.
But,
Are you guys trying to make babies?
a couple weeks. We just got approved for a mortgage today, so we're house help.
Oh,
next
so
week.
once you get the house, then you're gonna start giving her the old
Yeah.
fucking what for?
There you go.
For, dude.
I don't even
2.9 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
2.9
got
million.
approved for a good amount, and it's still not like houses. Like a starter house here is like 429,
Oh, so
and then
you living on?
you know-
He's about to be living on Martha's Vineyard. This pimp, he's got all that cash.
yeah, I mean it's anywhere between like 399 and 429. It's like your split level ranch house here, and then it goes up, just goes up. But
Man,
people are
400 grand. You can live large here, man.
huh?
Yeah,
You can live large here for
yeah.
400
The house
grand.
on the lake here for that.
Right.
Yeah, no. If you want something decent, it's a $500,000. So.
Yeah,
Just-
you could
it
have
is-
a
And what
really
about-
nice
what about
house on the
taxes
lake
up?
here
Are
for
your
that.
taxes up? You don't have sales up there, do you?
Depends on the town.
Yeah.
I'd say average is like 7,000 to 8,000 a year,
Yeah.
and then if you get closer to the water, it's somewhere between 13. It can go up to 30, depending on
Wow.
what town you live in.
That's crazy. a
Yeah,
lot
if
of
you
money.
live like on the Cape, it's fucking ridiculous.
Right.
I don't know.
Of course.
Dude,
The Cape is nuts, but
I interviewed with a company out there back when I was in restaurants to come work for them. It was just like an assistant manager job, and they were offering me $120,000 a year, some stupid shit like that. But they said you have to go live in Rhode Island. I have to drive to Boston every day, but you have to go live in Rhode Island because you can't afford to live here. Like, nope, we can't do that.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
crazy.
you couldn't live in Boston. It's too.
No.
I mean, a one-bedroom apartment in Boston's like $2,800 a month, $2,700.
Well, they're double in my pay, but you know everything else is double there too.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's same life.
It's not that bad the further you get away from the city. I mean, in comparison, you know what I mean? Like, there's parts that have like what we call the Metro West area where like the average income, like household income's like $240,000 a year. You know what I mean? That's like the average town's income. It's stupid.
Dude, I'm telling you, you could come here and do what you're doing and live large. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
And
mean,
live large.
if I were to get the fuck out of here, to be honest with you, I'd probably go to Savannah.
I think Seth gets
I
more
don't know.
money for his house than you do in Ohio, though, dude.
Huh?
I
Yeah,
think Seth's
but
in a niche market, and he gets a lot more money for his houses than
I'll
you
be
do
honest with
in
you,
Ohio.
man. I'll be honest with you. They're not. I mean, I compete against like Window Genie and shit like that. There's companies like Sus here. They're
Yeah,
just,
no, I know.
you know what I
but
mean? They do all that high end shit, all the shit that I focus on cookie cutters and shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I hate when I roll up to a big house, you know, because I just know my time schedule's off and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he could absolutely get that kind of money here.
Yeah, it's a burden living here sometimes, but you know,
Well,
family
you can
shit,
make
they
more
can stay where
money
you're at.
doing what we do, but you got to pay out a lot more money too.
Right.
to live.
You gotta be smart. Like, you gotta find really what you're good at. I mean, that's everywhere though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Compete
Yeah,
with
you're
the
right.
same shit. It's the same idea. It doesn't
Dude,
really matter where you live.
Florida's cheap comparable to here,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. They're cheaper than us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you go like Fort
Even-
Myers area, stuff like that, yeah, it definitely is a little more affordable.
Right.
But,
I mean,
you can talk to Mark. You go to West Palm, you go to Boca, you go there.
Yeah.
And like, paying,
right.
Yeah, but there's money. But like, I was cleaning an estate weekly on the Oceanside, once a month on the house, and it was, I'd say it was on average, depending on how many weeks were in the month, probably the average invoice every single month was between $1,000 and $1,200. Okay. And when I bid the house, I was doing it for the builder. The homeowner took it over. And he, builder referred me, and I met with him, and he's like, I got to tell you, I do have one other price from another local guy, but your price is pretty light. Are you sure you can do it for this? And I go, if I can't, we'll discuss that. I said, but we do building, so, I'm kind of thinking I'm lined up on the right number here. And he goes, well, I'm also looking at my other house in Michigan, which is like a good bit smaller with less, with less windows, and I pay a hell of a lot more there. And I'm like, well, that's a Michigan market. That's not a Palm Beach market. Just because, and just because the house is $12 million doesn't mean they're willing to give you $2,500 a month to clean their windows. You know what I'm saying?
That's still a lot. You know what I mean?
But dude, you want to hear something though, Seth? This is 100% honest. I had the house for 4 years. Every single week, every Friday we did the Oceanside. Once a month we did the rest of the house. 2 or 3 times I cleaned the roofs for him. I used to go there and just rinse his patio furniture, and always kept us busy. And I did it for several years, and he came to me 2 years ago at the first of the year, and he goes, look, send me a text, which isn't normal. And then as I'm reading the text, he called me and goes, I can't do this on text. And I'm like, what's up? His name was Mark too. And I go, what's up, Mark? What can I do for you? And I go, I didn't like what I'm seeing here. He goes, I'm going to be honest with you. He goes, I hired a kid that comes by and he oils all the hinges on the house. Like if you live on the beach, dude, you got to freaking do a lot of maintenance on your chandeliers, anything metal on the house, your railings. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, the guy comes every day, charges me a fee, and he's going to take over the windows. He goes, it's nothing personal. It's not the money, but I'm already paying him and I need more for him to do. So at that point, I do, I don't get angry. I just say, listen, if you feel that decision wasn't the best one for you, even if it's a year from now, don't not call me back. I go, I loved working for you and I appreciate you. So we're good. I'm not going to get that job back. Mm-hmm. And you know what? When I went by, he had the same equipment I do. That was before my tank systems. Okay. The kid came and took a picture, okay, and he showed it to the homeowner. The homeowner dropped, $3,000, $3,500, mm-hmm. and the kid figured it out. Is he mean? No, but it's working for them. You know what I'm saying? So my point is this: doesn't matter how much money they have. This guy's got a house in Michigan. He's got a house in Palm Beach. Got 2 private jets, okay, and my throat got cut, and I get less than I would in Michigan. Mm-hmm. So. It doesn't matter the zip code. It depends on what they feel like, where they direct their money.
Dude, that was a big decision for why I'm not going to Florida now. I mean, just because I can't maintain down there. It's just not feasible.
Yeah, Florida is, if you're gonna do window cleaning in Florida, and it's just my opinion, that's because we've had a lot of retirees come from other states, a lot of New York window cleaners that sold routes and have nice money that want something to do. Okay, you almost have to be splash and dash. You know what I'm saying? Meaning you gotta, like, if you're doing route work, you better hustle. Mm. Like TJ probably gets $75, $100 of cleaning on a McDonald's. Mm. You're gonna get $40 here. That's what you're gonna get. That's all they're willing to pay. Because if you walk in there for $100, they're already paying less than $50. You want it, you got to beat that price, and that's what's happened over the years. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you start to get into specialty service, such as restoration or soft washing or whatever you choose to go do. You have to supplement the income.
Mm. Well, yeah, it makes sense what you've done. You have your high rise, which is kind of niche, and then you have your restoration, which is super niche, and it makes sense. You have your route to maintain, and
and that's and you know what. You get to a point where you just go, it is what it is, and I've said this 100 times. Some people might be offended. It's unfortunate that window cleaning, for most people, not for everybody, okay, in most cases, it's not something you could do for 20 years, mm-hmm. At 40 years old, retire at 60 and never work again or worry, or go do a couple storefronts a couple times a week to have something to do. Mm-hmm. I haven't found anyone that's been able to pull that off. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Yup.
Yerb.
All right, what a great show. We're 30 minutes in and ran out of shit to talk about.
We're freaking dragging ass now.
Well, this is what you guys wanted. You guys didn't want a guest every show. That's what you 3 asked for. So
we got anybody in the wings waiting to come in?
Yep, I got the Wizard of Wood next week.
Okay, very cool.
Everett is a pretty cool guy.
Everett's going to come on the podcast, the Wizard of Wood, on the Squeegee Live podcast. Everett, at least that's what he said. He picked the day, so we'll see what happens. I hope he shows up.
What is a Wizard of Wood?
He's the Wizard of Wood. I mean, what else do you need us to say to you about that?
He's really good at wood making? Is that what it is?
No. He's really good at deck and fence, like wood restoration. He's like the man.
I got you.
Cleaning, staining, anything.
I'll tell you what,
He does
I
it
really-
all. Everett's a fucking
That'd be
badass dude.
interesting.
He's like an industry, like the gold standard, I think, in the industry, pressure washing industry, as far as wood restoration goes. I mean, he's the wizard of wood. I mean, there's nothing more to be said about it. I think his work is awesome, man. I've learned a lot watching videos and shit like that he's put out. The dude knows his shit.
Well,
and he watches the show, Loki.
Anybody at one time or another that does pressure washing,
Mm-hmm.
including myself, has taken a pressure washer to a wood fence and gone, look
furred,
how beautiful it looks, and then it's fucking furry as a bitch.
Furred that bitch up. Look, I furred this fence like a motherfucker. Boy, looks good, don't it?
Yeah.
That's why I don't pressure wash.
SH dudes, you got percarbonate cleaning guys, you got I use this mix, that mix, and he kind of, it seems to me from what I've read up on it, he uses a lot of different strategies for different styles of wood. Like the guy just knows his shit.
Knows his shit. Yeah.
But it's what he does, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know what? It is nice to do some without. But I gotta say that
bringing you the best on the Squeegee Life podcast.
Yeah,
Bringing
for
you
me,
the best.
I think Diego Garcia was one of the top 5 interviews. If it's really called that.
That was awesome.
Such a sweetheart. I love that dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he hear parts of his story and what the struggles he's been through. He is a genuine dude.
And kicking
fucking
ass. And kicking fucking ass still. I mean,
he doesn't.
I love
he
that
doesn't
dude.
make any excuses. He just fucking goes after shit.
I fucking love that
It's
dude.
kind of impressive, man.
That's my homie. He's the
He's
only
a good dude.
Patreon member I've ever gotten that's been a Patreon member for 3 weeks and still got a Patreon prize, so don't hold it against me. He got his Patreon gift. Straight away. I just love that fucking guy. He's a awesome fuck. He's a good soul, man.
Yeah, he is.
Just a good soul.
And to hear his struggles and what he's been through, holy shit! You think that
A lesser man would have tapped to that.
a
lesser man.
Most men
Oh,
would,
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just really dig that dude. That dude's whole vibe. I just dig it.
Yeah. He must drive a Chevy. That's fine.
Who said that?
2X JR Dos X.
What's that dude's name? HD Wash, man. Fuck you, bro.
Yeah. Dude, he does some funny shit though. I mean, he's
fucking hilarious.
His level of humor is there, but sometimes I might be stupid because I got to stare at it for a little while before I catch it.
Who, HD?
It's a little dry. Yeah.
HD, yeah.
A little dry, but I like it.
I dig it.
He's doing that thing with the gurus right now. Like he's fucking with gurus right now. It's hilarious.
Oh, is he?
He was fucking with fucking Ron Musgraves.
Yeah, he was.
Really?
Yeah.
I almost got kicked out of that pressure washer friends group the other day because I refused. The dude's like, there's this moderator in there, and he's like, fucking. I said something that the post I put in the group there about, and I said fuck in it, because I'm gonna say fuck somewhere along the line.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he's like,
You gotta get your point across.
we got a diamond star rating on this here, and this group here, and you need to change that F-bomb there, buddy. And I go through the fucking group, and there's guys like calling people bitches and hoes, and I'm like, I can't say. I was like, so all the other words are cool except for the F one, and he's like, well, you just got to use it right. How am I not using fuck right? You know what I mean? If anyone knows how to say fuck properly, it's me.
Yeah.
Is there a wrong way to say
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. What up, Diego?
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to come back on definitely at some point.
Who?
Oh, I could. Yeah.
Diego or HD?
Yeah. Diego. Well, either one. Yeah.
Come on again. I think fucking HD was fucking funny.
I think HD needs to come on and quit. Maybe the next time he comes on, he won't be such a little bitch.
Maybe get some internet or something.
Internet, yeah.
yeah. Get some
Go rent a
fucking
hotel
internet.
room or something.
Yes. Instead of being like Ron fucking Ron Musgraves and using fiber every time, why don't you use something else, man? Get you a dial-up connection or something, because that shit was
dude,
weak sauce, my
Stop
guy.
spending all the money on classic jerseys.
Yeah.
I mean, his jersey game is pretty tight.
Yeah, it is.
Your internet is pretty fucking whack.
No, man, I'll be honest with you, Jacob. I just changed it to a PHUCK, you know what I mean? So the inflection's still there, you know, that you still feel it, you know what I mean? I didn't, you know, I won't rock the boat. You ask me nicely, I'll change it, you know what I mean? But I don't think it was the word that I was using. And
he probably didn't like who you were directing at.
That, and, you know, I was going pretty hard in the paint on this fucking dude, you know what I mean? I told him that I was like, just for future reference, I like French fries and fucking no ketchup on my hamburger, you motherfucker. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because this dude was asking dumbass questions. He just left the Renaissance Fair and just like, you know, got all offended. You guys seen what he said, you know? And then he was like, I said something about this generation soft and, you know, shit like that, which is the truth. They're soft as fuck. They got no will whatsoever to learn a fucking thing, and they get on fucking the internet and they look for fucking charity, and then somebody's like, you know, quit being a fucking dumbass and, you know, read, and they get all, oh my god, you don't want to see this industry succeed or move forward. What the fuck are you talking about, my guy? Yeah, by telling you that you need to go and read a book because you can't get a male and a female connector to go together, you fucking idiot. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I just got a little advice for those guys. In order to put a male-female connector, one must first be smarter than the connector to make it work.
Yeah. You know what's really sad is, I mean, everything's at the palm of their hand. Like, if we wanted to go read something, we didn't have to buy a book. We had to go to the fucking library.
That's what stuns me the most.
Open your motherfucking drawers, go through all them fucking cards, go search for the fucking book, and open that shit.
That's what amazes me. Yeah, that's what amazes me the most is you have the world at your fucking fingertips.
Yeah, because it takes zero effort. Zero effort. Right. You know what I'm saying?
The shit I find out on there. Like, I found out, you know, like, the Situation had a baby today. You know what I mean? You know, from the Jersey Shore. Yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's like, does the Situation have a baby? You know what I mean? And boom, Google told me. You know what I'm saying? The most stupidest... You can ask any fucking thing on there and find out the answer to it.
Yeah. Right. Oh, it's crazy, man. Crazy shit over.
Fuck around with dumb.
Lay low, sup, gentlemen. TJ, where can I buy that new brush at? Are you talking about the Battle Cat? You could buy it at areapro.com. All you got to do is go to that YouTube video I put up, watch it, and 2 or 3 times I put the website on there. areaproshop.com.
Yeah, you won't be disappointed with that.
No, I gotta get the 10.
I want fucking that Valentine dude Ray. I want Ray to say that he didn't get an uptick in sales when that video dropped, and I wasn't even really trying that hard. But please continue.
Does anybody know anything about Philip? Tried to add me into a
areaproshop.com. Lay low.
Philip tried to add me into was like a live chat or some shit on. I guess it was on Facebook Messenger or something.
Oh, yeah, he's done that
hot water screen cleaning. What is going on?
Dude, listen, man.
Fucking screen cleaning.
Don't ever open up a video from Phil. It's definitely gonna be some virus or some shit like that. You know that.
I could tell you this. Yeah, Philip, I just can't do it, man. I mean, I love the guy. His polls are great, man. I had a couple guys like, don't you have a Squeegee life pulled out? Yeah, I do, you fucking asshole. But I was just doing Philip a favor and areaproshop.com a favor by using a Battle Cat with a fucking pole that they sell on their website, you dumb fucking cunts. Jesus fucking Christ.
How do you like your pole so far, TJ?
The Squeegee life pole? I've been using it for like 1.5 years now, so.
How do you like it?
Oh, I mean, it works just like the Shogun. It works just like the Shogun, just a little bit bouncier. That's all. Just a tad bit bouncier. That's it. You know what I mean? You can't fuck with Simpol's fucking wall thickness. He's got it locked. And his clamps are. I mean, I love the Zero clamps. They're great clamps. I mean, they work really really well. But the Simpol clamps are they're fucking, he's got her licked on that, man.
Well, I find the ones that have the round piece to hold the hose better than the ones without.
Yes.
Because like those ones without the loop.
Even if
you tighten the pole, they flex a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he needs to. Yeah, he should just put looped loops on every fucking lever instead of every other one, because you're right, they just work better. Like even releasing them with your thumb on the side, it just works better. But you can't tell that fucking guy anything. He's back to 10 section poles again. The guy's a fucking
Yeah, I'm
mook.
like, why don't you put that on every fucking... Whether I choose to use it to hold the hose or not is
it's up
my
to me.
business.
How about it's
Put the
up to me.
fucking clamp holder on every single one.
Just let me make the decision. You know what I mean? How about that?
No, I mean...
The Squeegee Life pole's fucking gangster too, though, man. That's a gangster ass fucking pole. The Shogun is the Shogun is the pole I told Philip to make, but he made the katana instead. And then when I got fucking mad at him, he made the Shogun.
Yeah, I got a katana sitting in my rack. I just don't even want to use it because it's so pretty. It's so shiny and beautiful.
Well, the fucking the Shoguns are beautiful pole too, man. There's too much clear coat on it. It's slippery as fuck, to be quite honest with you.
I've been running that Destroyer for 6 months now.
That's a great pole too, man.
30 feet of it, man. That bitch is badass.
Chris Lambrinides takes suggestions, and he takes suggestions.
And uses them.
Yeah, he takes suggestions and he uses them. At least the ones that make fucking sense.
Yeah.
And he uses them, and they work. You know what I mean?
He's
asking guys that do the job.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's no better suggestion than from someone who's using this shit all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Phillips, like, I said something, and he posted a couple videos, like, I'm 950 years old, and I could use this 10-section pole. I could use it too, but I'd prefer not to, because I just like
pain ass.
It's just that fucking. It's this big around. Who wants that fucking shit in their hand all day? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm 70 years old. Yeah, you used it on one fucking window, my guy. Get the fuck out of here.
My guy.
I mean, I love you, but shut up. You know what I mean? I've got your 12 sections fucking hootie doo right over here, man, and. Me, Mark, and fucking Richie all agree. What the fuck? You know what I mean? It's
when I put that in my hand,
it's just, what the fuck, man?
Like, that thing looks like something you do a commercial fireworks show, shoot mortars out of it. It's so huge.
Well, that Shogun, legit, it's a beautiful pole. The only thing I don't like about it is I wish he would have done a satin finish instead of a gloss. That's my only complaint on it. Because the glossy gets a little fucking slippery, and when it's wet in your hands, and it scratches, and then you're like, "Fuck, man, my pole looks like shit."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
gloss at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. And Jason Lehman know this because me and Jason Lehman tested it out. We used the top 4 sections of our Sim 22s and the bottom 4 sections of our Excaliburs, and that's what later became the Shogun. That's me. That, you know what I mean? I told Jason, I was like, man, what we need to do is, I was like, I love this pole, the Excalibur. I was like, it's a great fucking pole, but it's just the sections are too fucking long. I said, and it's a little more flimsy than it should be. I was like, so what I've been doing is putting the top 4 sections of my fucking Sim 22 and it's stiffer and it's easier to operate. It just works. And the Shogun is that, and it just works. And so is the Squeegee Life pole is that as well.
Yeah.
Hey man, the section lengths, it was my idea to begin with, so whatever the fuck. I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever. Eat a whole bag of dicks if you don't like it. I gave you ample opportunity to cash in on that, and you fucking did me fucking dirty. And, I had to go elsewhere. It's that simple,
outside the box.
I had to go outside the box. I had to do what I had to do.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I just, like I said, I saw something about warm or hot water screen cleaning, and look, to me, it's just like with a lot of the Perry shit. Not to bring them up, you're trying to solve a problem that really doesn't exist.
Yeah.
The screens are clean or they're fucking dirty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fucking clean the screen.
I steam clean my screens, so whatever.
I like the screen washers. If I did a lot of residential, I use it all the time.
I use mine all the time.
Okay, it gets you work. You put it out there. People are interested in it. But you know what? When people on Facebook start going, well, it's an upsell. What does that mean? Well, okay, so I'm a consumer, and TJ, you're going to sell me on cleaning my windows, which includes the windows and the screens, right? And you're going to tell me, well, for $150, we're going to clean your windows and your screens. But for $200, we're going to run those screens through a screen cleaner, and they'll be cleaner. Me as a consumer is going to say to you, no, I'm paying for you to clean the screens, okay? Which means there better not be no shit on them. I don't give a fuck about your fancy tool. I'm not paying more for your fucking screen cleaner.
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what
not.
Clean
Listen, man, the screens and the windows are going to be cleaned the same way and cost the same amount no matter what the fuck I'm using.
Clean is clean.
Yeah,
yes.
clean is clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
whoa! No, there ain't no kind of about it, motherfucker.
They get wiped down. That's it.
I mean, I'm just saying, I make a shit ton of money off of screen cleaning. If you don't want to pay me to clean your screens, that's fine.
No, I thought you meant there's different variances of clean.
If the screens are an additional.
Oh no, I mean,
say clean is clean.
Clean the screens. I don't care how you clean the screens, but they have to be clean.
Yeah,
In my world, there's two different
charge. You don't upsell cleaning the screen with the machine. You understand?
No. Right. It's just
you just clean. You upsell cleaning the screen.
Here's the only thing that people like when you do that, right? Like, so I run packages, right? Like, you want just basic window cleaning. I wipe the screen down. Blah 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 blah. You want the sills fucking perfect? I'll do that too. It's more money. They do like when you charge them a lot for the screen cleaning to see the stupid ass thing that you have out in the yard. They're like, oh, that's cool. Nobody ever talks to me about the water fed pole. They're like, oh, cool. I browsed out the fucking $200 screen cleaner. They're like, what's this thing? I'm like, well, it's brushes, water, but yeah, okay. Like, cool.
It's basically two brooms lined up with water running through.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I like not bending over.
Yeah.
I do too.
The only thing it needs is they need to take the top of all those screen cleaners, and they need to wrap that fucking C-channel plastic around it.
Oh, do you know what I did? I took pool noodles and cut them in half.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? To keep from fucking burn your screens up.
I fucked up like 3 screens, and I was like, God damn it, because I'm an asshole. And then I bought a foot pedal, so I could always have the water on. You just step on it.
Yeah.
Why don't we just make our own Squeegee Life screen cleaner? And we'll do that. It'll look just like Jared's. We'll just
send me some stickers. And you got one.
Dude, I'll take some stickers on. I'll make one.
You could probably even make the sticker one if we want.
I tell you that those Zero and Aztec screenwriters, they're the same thing. They're great tools. Aztec, Jared did a great job with those things. I love mine.
Yeah. I use it every day, man.
Yeah, dude, I was telling a story to my buddy that I've told here. I always find it funny because it was my dad. And on the occasion that we did residential, we were doing a house together, had like 75 screens. So I pulled all the screens, stacking them up on the back pool deck. He's like, I'll take care of the screens. You start washing. Mm-hmm. And he did it old school. He'd take a strip washer, dip it in the bucket, square off the screen, flip it around, square off the screen. I come in the backyard, dude, and he's got like 75% of the screens are done. And I'm like, holy shit, how the fuck are you doing? As I come back around the corner, he's dipping the screens in the pool, right? in the swimming pool. Right? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? There's this gray cloud moving through the pool.
Eddie, go suck your boyfriend's dick. Keep going, Mark.
He says the chlorine in the pool helps clean the screens. Look at that. This guy's pool's trash, but the screens look good.
That's fucking great.
Turn the filter on for an hour.
Yeah, it'll be fine,
I hope it rains before we leave.
Yeah. It'll be fine, man.
Listen, if
nobody
they
will know.
Want their screens done, they get a wipe down, and they get a wipe down on the sill, and that's it. If they want a detail, that's like $6 extra bucks of upsell right there.
Right.
No,
my dad.
If I'm real honest and you're like, oh, no, just wipe my screens down, I fucking wipe the bottom frame and jam that thing back in there. I'm like, oh, shit, this is what you're getting. I'm like, dude, all I'm doing is smearing dirt around anyways.
Yeah.
My dad, like a lot of other South Florida window cleaners, I would watch him, okay? And he never got great prices for his route work. I'll be honest about that, you know. But he had that mouth on him that he could walk up to a twice-a-month job at the end of the month when he was going to go collect it. He would literally wash the door in and out, take his mop, run it across the sill, never touch the other 2 windows, walk in and take their fucking money, and they would smile and give it. I swear to God, I'm not lying. I swear to God. I'm like,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I've done that a few times. Especially if they owe me money. If they owe me money, you're fucking like if you're behind, I'll do you dirt dog. I'll do you just like you do me, motherfucker. Yeah. And when you pay me, the next time I go back, you'll get your shit done the way it used to be done.
Dude, one time I'm working with my dad, right?
Yeah.
And we cleaned this like it was like a joke shop type thing. You know, they had joke shit on display. So he's like, "Here, you take care of that, and I'll do these." You know, we'd split up the bills, and and I go to the joke shop, right? And I walk in. and I look on the little on the corner, of the display. They had a bag of these candies. They look like butterscotch candies, but they had blue food coloring inside of them, right? So they were kind of yellow on the outside, and you saw this blue on them, right? So I bought those, put them in my pocket. I opened them up, put them in my pocket, and then I had a piece of gum or some shit I grabbed off the counter. So we sit down in the truck, and he'd sit there with the bills on his lap, and he'd go through them like this, and he'd be going through the bills, organizing, here's yours, here's mine, right? Because collecting week was the fucking dreaded week. We'd collect 300 accounts in fucking a day and a half, So anyway, I'm just sitting there chewing the gum. He's like, where's mine? I'm like, where's your what? And he's like, I knew he was going to ask. And he goes, you got gum or candy or some shit from them? And I go, yeah, it was on the counter. I go, oh, hang on a minute. And I hand him one of these candies, which looked like a legitimate piece of candy, dude. So he starts sucking on it. He's like, this isn't bad. It was real candy, right? Dude, within 5 minutes, I look, his fucking teeth, his gums, and his lips are completely fucking blue. And then he looks at his fingers because he kept looking at his fingers. It was all over the fucking
Real asshole, Mark.
Hilarious.
What a piece of shit.
So much fun when we do
What a fucking piece of shit.
Fun,
Yeah, what a piece of shit. I do my dad dirty all the time. He fucking posed in the driveway like 6-7 years ago. He's wearing he had his red South Shore jacket on, his red South Shore hat, and he was like, ah! And I was like, and just like flippantly, I was like, motherfucker, you look like the Kool-Aid man. And he, have you guys seen me share that memory of my dad and the Kool-Aid man standing next to each other? Every time he sends me a text, you motherfucker.
Stop sharing.
Yeah. I do my dad so fucking dirty. The hoss, I made him fucking Bill Cartwright from the fucking from the Ponderosa. I fuck with my dad too much. It's not nice.
My dad's got a fake front tooth, and we were gonna go to his golf charity. He took it out to do something. I fucking pocketed that thing. And walk around the whole house just like, the fuck? He had to give a speech with that front tooth. And I was like, oh man, guess what I found in my pocket? He's like, you fucking He's all fucking hillbilly.
That's fucking great, dude.
One time when I worked for my dad, he comes to pick me up in the morning. He got a brand new Toyota pickup truck, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, we'll get you a new truck in a couple months, I turned in, his wife had a SUV, they turned in, he bought himself a truck. He's like, but we'll get you a new truck. So we're going down the road, and we're doing some work, and he's walking around through this shopping center. And dude, somewhere along the line, he picked up a huge pile of dog shit on his shoe, right? So he sits down in the truck. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I'm not good with smells. So he gets out of the truck, like, where's this smell coming from? And I look over, and the clutch pedal is full of shit. And like, hey, I instantly threw up all over. Like, this is a brand new fucking truck. So yeah, you get
Oh my god, dog shit is the worst, man.
Oh, no doubt.
I can't remember. Sometime earlier this year, when I first got the hot tub done, I was walking in the backyard and fucking stepped in dog shit and went through my fucking toes. I don't think I've ever been that fucking mad my whole life. If the dogs would have been there, I'd have drowned all 3 of them in the fucking pool. You know what I mean? I would have killed them. I would have killed all of them.
Were you wearing sandals or were you barefoot?
No, I was barefoot, my dude. Oh yeah, it was like, when I say through my toes, I mean like Play-Doh fucking gun, like it was so bad. It was so bad.
We go to the dog park. Occasionally we'll go to a dog park, and the people there are like fucking, they're like wardens, dude. If your dog is hunched over ready to drop a deuce, they're fucking, those ladies are like, oh, they're pointing. Who's is that? There you go, right? So I fucking grab that little bag and I walk out to my dog and I pick up grass right next to the shit, but I don't pick up the shit, and then I pull my hand out and twist it, and so I got like grass, and my wife goes, what the fuck was that? And I go, what? She's like, it's so fucking obvious. And I go, well, to you. I go, I'm not picking up dog shit. Fuck that. Well, if you're a dog, I don't care. I'm not picking it up. I threw away a fistful of grass. Oh yeah, Jersey made a point. Ladder rungs. You ever climb a ladder with shit on your
Oh, dude.
Man, all the time. My
I
brother
clean it all the way down.
shit magnet. My brother.
Dude, the worst is when you fucking get dog shit on your shoe, climb the ladder, and then go back down and not realize you got dog shit on your shoe, and then you got dog shit on your hands. You're like, motherfucker! Yeah, I've done that
no matter
several
what
times.
you do, it stays with you all fucking day.
Dude.
All fucking day.
You have soap and water on the truck, and you still have smell like dog shit all day.
Dude, me and my brother had 8 gutter cleans to do last fall. And at the second one, I'm in the front, he's in the back, and I just hear fucking bang, this ladder just falls. So I go out back. He had stepped in dog shit going down the hill, slipped, the ladder went up, in it, fucking caked on the side. I'm like, dude, that sucks because we still have like 5 more to go, dude. So I just dog shit on Walmart.
Dude, yeah, I would have stopped and bought a shirt. I would have punched Seth in the fucking face until he took me home to get another shirt.
20 minutes from the shop, you gotta fucking figure it out. I'm like, we're not going back.
You're such a prick, dude. That's dirty, man.
He steps in it all the time, dude. His ladders smell like shit. Like there's dog shit on his ladders all. I don't know what's wrong with that kid. He can't see anything, which is great for being a window cleaner, right? Like you're blind as shit. But he steps dog shit all the time, at least once a week. He steps in.
Dude, I got dogs. I step in it all the time. You know, it's life.
I gotta tell you though, I have 3 dogs, and only one of them doesn't have etiquette. Like, my dogs will run all the way to the fence line. They do not shit in the middle of the yard. They go to the furthest point away. So you know it's kind of over there, you know what I'm saying? But one of my hound dog, he'll just fucking take a dump 3 feet off the fucking front porch. You know, I'm like, dude, really? You're going to do that right there? Really?
You got smell it.
You pick it up or you can't?
No, I can't pick it up, dude.
Who picks it up?
I fucking take a garden hose to it, and I pull my shirt over my nose like this because I will throw up. Yeah, I'll take the hose to it sometimes. Or if, like, my truck is parked there, I'll pull the fucking hose off the reel and squirt it with the DI water. Just to get it away.
I got it. My pit is diarrhea all the time. Like, so it's all the time, runny bullshit. If you step in that, it's just no fun. And it stinks up the whole house. If she shits in the house, it stinks up the whole house.
That's my dog. TJ knows my dog Tucker just came home from 4 days in the emergency care, basically ICU for dogs. We went to camp this weekend,
I want to be sponsored
we had
by
an
these guys.
infiltration of fucking hogs. Hogs.
I need to be sponsored by Liquid IV.
What?
You need to be.
I said I want to be sponsored by Liquid IV.
I love that stuff. Yeah.
Yes, man.
But anyway, we have a camera system at camp that goes off with motion. And pretty much every morning there's about 10 to 12 hogs in the yard, you know, and they fucking dig the shit out of it for grubs and everything. And, well, that's what we think Tucker got in because he got a bacterial infection. We're just running around and playing around. It was really wet, so, you know, anything that's there is floating. And, because he literally got out Friday night and Saturday morning. He was sick as fuck, you know.
Why don't you fucking start killing them motherfuckers?
We are. Well, my partner at camp, he's getting some cancer treatments right now, so he's going to be away for another month. But he already shot 2 of them. I told him to hold off, personally, because when I look on the camera, there's like a mother, or 2 full-size ones. I assume one's the mother, and then there's like 4 little ones, and I'm like, dude, don't fucking kill the little ones, you know.
No, you should shoot. You should shoot the mom, the dad, and all 3 of the babies.
Well, after what I just went through, okay, honestly, I sent him a message. I go, dude, I looked at cameras this morning. There's still 6 coming on the property. I go, when you come back, do me a favor. I'll buy the shells. Fucking open season. Take them out. Right. Fucking eat them. I don't care what you do with them. He eats them.
What's Tucker doing?
Them. He's crashed right there on the bed. He's doing good.
Is he all right?
I mean, see where his stomach is shaved from all the fucking
poor guy
shit they did? Yeah, but no, he's doing really well.
Mark spent $65,000 to keep that dog alive, just so
it was up there. It was, like I said to TJ, it was enough to buy 2 RO3i systems and a pole.
Mark said, this motherfucker's going to have to go get a job.
My son said...
Tucker's wearing a sky blue.
Yeah. My son goes, what an asshole. He comes in here, eats for free, and he does this.
Poor
but
guy.
you know what? I'm gonna tell you, T.
He's breathing back there and everything.
Oh, he's doing great. Yeah, he's doing great. He's like 60% himself. He was running around chasing.
Nah, that's like 30% Tucker right there.
Yeah, he's very.
I'm just saying from previous podcasts, you just saying his name like one time would have his ears. He ain't even looked at you.
He'd be up on the ottoman sitting with me, but they told me he's going to be lethargic because he's still got a lot of penicillin in him.
Right.
He gets like 6 different pills a day
Poor
now.
guy.
I mean, dude, they ran lepto, which is a bacterial infection. Like 5 different. My wife was like, I don't give a shit. You fucking test him for it. They don't know what he got into. They don't know. Now, I will say this. Friday morning, she took the dogs to the dog park. And, I was there with her on a Wednesday. And we saw a small coyote, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? The coyote's out here? And so we told the park
Freeze pops. He ate too many freeze pops.
Yeah, he loves his ice pops. And so we told the park people that we saw a coyote. Mm-hmm. That Friday, 2 days later, my wife was walking the trails with the dog. It's a nature park, and there's the coyote dead. Now, Tuck walked up to him and immediately jumped and ran and got away from him. Like, dogs can sense when something's dead.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want no part of it. It could have been from the coyote. It could have been from anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I think it's I think he drank some hog shit water.
Shit. Yeah.
That's what I think.
He got sick 4 months ago because I had a big water bowl underneath my rain spout, and there was frogs in it, and he drank the water that the frogs.
You got rid of that right now.
Oh yeah, that's long gone. Yeah. No, I don't have anything in my.
We don't do that at our house. Yeah, we don't do that at our house either.
No,
like any standing water.
I used to have a 5-gallon bucket at my shop.
Quench.
Yeah, and I don't even put that out for them. They can go inside if they want to fucking. I ain't dealing with none of this no more. This bacterial shit is fucking nasty.
They fucking like my dog Chucky will drink fucking there'll be like something turned over in the yard that'll catch water and it'll have fucking dirt and shit. The bitch will drink it. I'm like, what? I'll get out of there! I gotta fucking scream at her. You fucking idiot! What are you doing?
They're labs, man. Labs are fucking derp dogs. You know what I mean? My buddy just got a puppy.
What did you just say?
You know what I mean? You look at him and you're just like...
You're a fucking dirt. With your fucking...
Yeah, maybe I'm a dirt.
With your tall-ass forehead. Look at all that forehead you got there. Fuck you, Seth. Fuck, don't you be talking about our dogs like that, you piece of shit, you. We know they're dumb. We don't need you to tell us.
You guys already know.
Yeah, I know. You don't need to tell us about it.
Anything.
Hey, your dog is stupid. Yeah, we know, Seth. Shut up, Captain Obvious.
Hey, Tucker moved a little bit when you were yelling, so maybe you're
they're good. Hey, they're good water dogs. That's the best water dog there is. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, they're great swimmers too.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what.
They're great getter in the poolers. They're not great getting out of the poolers. Like Hazel will get in there and that bitch, if we ain't there to get her out, she'll drown.
Yeah.
If she's hot, if Hazel, the oldest, if she's hot, she'll get in. She don't give a fuck. She's going in the pool. If she can't get up the stairs, she'll jump in that bitch from the side. She don't care. I'm getting in the pool, dude. I'm hot. The other two are scared shitless. I don't know why Frankie's so scared of the water. That fat fucker. He fucking float no problem. He big fat son bitch. He buoyant as fuck. He just don't realize it.
Yeah.
Last time we had Frank in the pool, he could. We were trying to get him out. Jennifer's trying to get him out. He pulled her bathing suit completely off. She was in that bitch butt naked trying to get him.
Frank probably did it on purpose.
Yeah, probably that's his girl, man.
Yeah.
Frank will tell on Elena. Like Elena will tell, she'll tell him to get out of the living room because every once in a while it'll be hot and they'll be stinky and she don't like it. Get the fuck out of here. And if Elena yells at Frank and Jennifer's not in the living room, Frank will come in the bedroom and tell on her.
Yeah.
He'll come in the bedroom and he'll sit next to the bed and wag his fucking tail until I get up. And then I'll get up and then he'll walk back out and sit down next to Elena. He comes in there and I'm going in there and telling Dad, you just yelled at me. I'm allowed to sit in the living room.
my brother called me and he goes, how's Tuck doing? And I said, Tuck's coming home today, man. I said, I haven't slept well in the last couple nights. I said, so we're all looking forward to him coming home. And I said, we went and seen him. I brought him some food. They told me if he ate and didn't throw it up, he could come home. Well, he ate and he didn't throw up, but I didn't like what I was seeing because he was too lethargic, and I knew he was doped up.
Right.
I go, listen, he's better here. As much as I want to take him, I go, just take him on the leash and walk him out of the room and close the door, and I'm gonna fucking leave because it's fucking killing me here. And so I'm talking to my brother,
was crying.
And he goes,
pussy.
He goes, yeah. But he goes to me, he goes, dude, you and Kate just look at the dog so much different than they have little dogs, you know. I go, dude, understand this, and I say it. Every time I see these motherfuckers, they make me smile.
Yeah.
There's not much else in this world
that
makes me fucking smile.
I mean, I can't stand my dogs, but they get on my fucking nerves. They're always into shit. They're always fucking something up. But they're just they love you no matter what. They don't give a fuck. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yep.
Like there's dad.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're cool, man. Dogs are cool, man.
I was somewhere. I was at camp, and there's a picnic spot. Someone put out picnic tables, and we're just hanging out. This old lady comes up, and she had to be 70-something years old, which isn't common. You see a 70-year-old woman riding a side-by-side, right?
Right.
And she's petting Tucker, and she's like, I want to get another dog, but I don't think I have that much more time to get into a dog. And I looked at her, and I go, you know what? I go, you shouldn't think that way. It don't matter how much time you have. I go, you think about how that dog is going to enjoy your company too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I go, don't not get a dog, because that kind of sucks if you think about it. I'm not getting another dog because I got 10 more years to live. You know?
Right.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Right. That's no way to live your life in anything, even besides fucking dogs.
No,
you know what
nothing.
I mean? Just
With
like
nothing.
anything, you shouldn't be. You fuck it.
Yeah.
Live it. Squeeze every last drop out that bitch. Wring it out. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what my grandfather did. You know what I mean? That motherfucker 95 years old. He just squeezed every drop he could get out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If my grandma would have lived longer, if my grandma was still alive, my grandfather would still be alive. No question in my
they
mind.
usually follow each other. Yeah.
No question in my mind. If my grandmother if she would have come out the hospital, my grandfather would have kept going. As long as she would have kept going, he would have kept going until his ticker gave out.
Well, think about the bond. How long were they together? Probably since they were young.
Almost 70 years they were together.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
It's insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't
The
know
only
life
thing that's
without that
scary
person.
about that is if I live to that age, that's how long I'll be with Jennifer. So
Yeah.
How long to 95?
Yeah, my grandmother was in her 80s though. My grandfather was a cradle robber. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Back in the day.
Yeah,
Different era, man.
yeah,
Different era, man.
He was a cradle robber.
I think it worked out pretty well. So, you know.
Well, back then, you married your daughters off because you couldn't feed them. You know what I mean? And that's just plain and simple.
He grew up through the Depression.
Oh yeah, they grew up in the Great Depression. My grandmother has pictures of her wearing clothes that are made out of feed sacks. You know what I mean? They lived in St. Charles, Virginia. So
Yeah.
and
these motherfuckers complain they ain't got internet.
Yeah,
right now. You know what I'm saying?
the sun legitimately shined on the house down there 3 hours a day. That's how deep in the holler they lived. It was surrounded on all three sides by big ass mountains. They lived in a holler. So it was
scary.
dusk most of the time, and that's not an exaggeration. That's the truth.
Yeah.
With tree cover and all that shit, you only get good sunlight for about 3 or 4 hours, and then it's fucking dusk. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's going to be scary if something happens, like the internet goes down or there's no electricity.
Not gonna be scary at all.
They're not going to. For us, it's not. We grew up through that.
That'd be the best thing that could happen.
Fuck everybody else.
That'd be the best thing that could happen. The fucking
It's a meltdown.
the light
Where's
goes
our
out.
Government now.
The lights go out for 6 months. That'd be the best thing ever happened to us, man.
Right.
You'd really weed out all the retards real quick, dude.
Yeah. Put this motherfucker back on its legs again.
Yeah. I mean, that's dude. Like I said, man, it's really fucking strange how fucking weak and soft people are. You're just soft, man. Super soft, squishy anymore. People are just squishy, man. I feel bad for people.
Well, dude, you think about how much society has changed. Just something as simple as Facebook, if you really think about it, almost seems like an experiment. Think about it like this. Now, we all met because of Facebook and the internet, and there are benefits to it. You know, you look up your old friends and you can come in contact, but look how much division that shit spread.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, people can't. I got a dude. I got a dude that I've known. I've got a dude that I've known since I was like fucking 12 or 13 years old. I don't know if any of you guys seen. I posted a meme about the umbrella.
Yep.
And this dude has known me we've known each other for fucking 30 fucking years, man. I mean, we're not really good friends or not, but we've known each other for 30 fucking years.
Yep.
So you know who I am and the type of dude I am. I just shared a meme on Facebook, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't need you to get on there and break down with links and fucking fact checks on why masks are cool and how the analogy between the analogy of, hey, you're not wearing your umbrella, so mine's not gonna fucking work. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, it's just it's a fuck. I don't need you to do that, bro. I'm shit posting, man. If your skin is so fucking thin that you can't just let me post that and either disregard it and keep moving, I don't need you to fact check dude, I don't need you to do that, bro. I don't need you to do that. And let's just completely disregard the fact that some guys and some people, they're so back and forth on whether or not the motherfuckers work. They don't work. The vaccine works. It don't work. Now they're super spreaders. They don't even know what the fuck's going on. So don't pretend like you know what the fuck's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
They know what CNN tells them to know.
And you know what I'm saying? Like the scientists don't know. Because if the scientists fucking knew, then none of this shit would be where it's at right now.
The doctor that just went on in front of that Mount Vernon School Board in Indiana or whatever it was, that guy, the doctor that knows this shit,
there's people.
Told us that
there's people on the internet that I see people. That same dude that I'm talking about was all over one of my buddy. My buddy posted that YouTube link where that dude was talking in front of that school board. And dude, he just picked. Oh, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, dude. What are you fuck? What the fuck do you know? What do you know?
Yeah.
What the fuck do you know? This is the thing. This is the thing. There's without question ivermectin fucking works. It's been proven to work. It's a fucking patented fucking drug that's been patented since the 30s or the 40s or fucking wild shit
no
like
money
that.
In it, though, homie.
And there's no money in fucking selling that fucking cure for fucking COVID, so they need you to fucking buy a fucking vaccine, or they don't need you to buy it, but they need the government to buy it, because somebody's got to pay for that shit. They say, well, it's free. No, it ain't free, motherfucker. It ain't free. Somebody's paying for that, and ain't none of them motherfuckers got no money. The only money they got is the money we give them.
And you can't sue them, and you can't sue your workplace, so you got to depend on the government in the end.
There's without question, they seen an opportunity and they seized it. It's not about if things are so bad, the Delta variant, all of this stuff is so fucking bad, then why are the borders not closed? Why are you letting fucking the southern border just be over fucking ran? Well, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If it's that fucking bad, if it's that bad, why are you firing fucking nurses?
Well, you saw what this.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to get a shot. Like, if you're a nurse and you don't want to get that shot, they'll fucking terminate you.
Yeah, I know.
That's fucking bullshit. So it can't be that fucking bad if you're firing fucking medical personnel. Because let's be honest. Have you ever seen all that shit they hook up to people in the hospital? Name one fucking doctor that can hook that shit up. None. The fucking nurses do that shit. The nurses are the one that's in there doing the fucking work.
Yep.
They're the ones that are keeping your fucking sorry ass alive, wiping your ass, giving you food, giving you shots. The doctor comes in and says, hey, how you doing? And then fucking leaves. You know what I mean?
Yep.
In people's buttholes. I'm not even lying. My wife does that once a week.
Right.
She reaches in an asshole and pulls a log out that's been stuck for a week.
We need to separate.
When you get a log jam, Mark, somebody's got to pull that log jam out. Hey, Tucker's scratching himself. That's great.
What the fuck are these people's diet?
Not Metamucil. Not prune juice, Mark. Not prune juice.
Fucking gremlins in there. Gremlins that are in that fucking place.
All I'm saying,
never do that job.
If I read something like, if you don't get the vaccine, don't expect unemployment benefits if you get fired. Again, like I said, man, we all think, I'm telling you, man, we've all been given a brief glimpse into freedom once again, and it's all going to get snatched away from us.
Yeah.
As soon as it gets fucking chilly out, dude, it's the shit's
and we're not
gonna
getting
hit
it back. We're not getting it back.
No, you
either.
don't get it back once it goes.
No, it's gone. It's gone. This is forever.
Dude, you don't have to fucking pay rent anymore. There's 3 houses in my neighborhood right now that this guy has owned since fucking I was fucking in grade school, right? And he's rented out these 3 houses since I was in grade school. I ran into his sister. She lives across the street over here. She's an older lady. He's an older guy. She's like, you're going to be getting new neighbors soon. I was like, really? I was like, she's moving? And she's like, yeah, they haven't paid rent in almost a year. Well, going on a year and a half now. And she's like, he's selling the houses. He's done.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't have to fucking pay rent. They don't have to fucking pay rent. Yeah.
Yeah, the government hasn't released that money.
It's unfucking believable.
By design.
No wonder nobody's fucking going to work.
No rent.
They don't have to pay fucking rent. You don't have to pay rent. You ain't got no bills.
Yep.
You're fucking smooth, dude. Shit. It's craziness, man. Absolute fucking craziness, dude. Craziness.
No, and what Biden did was against the law. Dude, he just fucking said, no, we're going to extend that. He didn't have no fucking... You understand what I'm saying?
I think they're booting people in Columbus. Cincinnati held up a Supreme Court rule here in Ohio, so they can evict these motherfuckers now, from what I'm hearing. But cities can fall in line. But Franklin County, which is Columbus, I think they're booting people right now.
I know a dude that owns, I used to work for, actually, used to own every fucking rental apartment building in this fucking area in 2 different counties. Owned all kinds of shit. I used to take care of most of it for him when I worked for him. He sold everything.
Yeah.
Sold everything. He's like, I'm not dealing with it. He goes, I can't find nobody to work. Not only can I not find anybody to work, but nobody's paying rent. He goes, sold all of it.
How can I pay somebody to fix the
Collected his $48 million and said, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
shit.
He's out.
Yeah, fuck it. Whatever, dude,
My wife was talking about buying rental property. I'm like, the fuck for? Why the hell would I do that right now? It's dumb.
Yeah, so they can get it. Well, a lot of apartments and stuff now, from at least here in South Florida, they want 6 months to a year up front, or they're not letting you move in. If you don't have fucking 15 grand, you ain't moving in. If you got 15 grand, why aren't you buying a house?
Yeah,
they are absorbing. They're letting this pile up, and the government's going to come in and be the hero, but they're going to start taking away private property too. I mean, everything's.
They want everybody communal living. You don't own nothing.
Right.
Well,
communal.
I hope it doesn't get to that fucking point.
Dude, we're there. This next bill. Hey, you already seen what's in that last bill, right?
I'm telling y'all, nobody's living here except for me. Oh, nobody's living here except for me. This is my fucking house. I'm just gonna let everybody know right now. This is my house, just so everybody knows. Nobody's living with me. My car's my car. My car's my car.
That last bill had a pilot program which starts now since it's passing. Well, once it passes in the House and it's a 10 cent per mile charge for every mile you drive to everybody. We're gonna have to pay that. So I mean,
they're gonna track your mileage.
Yeah, they're tracking your movement. So
you got a phone in your pocket, Seth? They're tracking you.
Motherfucker, I won't have a phone in my pocket pretty soon.
No, you're gonna have to. It's gonna be hooked to the car. New cars are gonna be built with the. You can read up all of the technology they got for this shit. But yeah, you're gonna be dinged 10 cents a mile. And they said they wouldn't tax the middle class, and this is the tax of the middle class. So if I want to go up Cedar Point or something like that, around TJ, it's gonna cost me $60 just round trip for that.
Don't worry, I'll pay the $60. I'll drive past and see you again. Fucking numbnut.
I was using it as an example. I'm just saying that's what's in that bill.
It's not a good example. I'll never use that example.
And they vote on it in 2025 on whether it becomes permanent or not. So
Jacob Dell said they took that out, Tim.
They're not taking that out, my dude. It's in there. It's article or section 13,000.
I can tell you that right now. There ain't no motherfucker way anybody's gonna force me to stick anything in my body. I can tell you that much right now. That ain't happening.
It's not in your body. They're gonna do phones and.
I'm talking about the chat here. I'm not taking no fucking vaccine. I'm not doing it. You're not forcing me to do nothing. And that's just not. There's no. I know everyone's worried about that, but there's just no basis in reality. You just can't do that. You can't do that. You're not going to be able to go to door and force somebody. Are they going to be like, oh, you can't come in this store unless you got your vaccination tattoo or whatever?
Order off
you know what I mean? I'm not fucking doing. Then cool. I guess I'm going to become a deer hunter and start fucking shooting shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because I'm not playing that fucking shit. I'm not. You're not making me do
I'm
nothing.
Start selling face swaps with vaccine cards. It'll have Bernie Sanders in the corner and you on the other side.
I'm all for. If you want to go get the shot, I'm all for it. I don't think you shouldn't. I think it's great. You know what I mean? If that's what you want to do for peace of mind, I'm cool with that. I understand. But I'm just gonna roll the dice, man. I'm rolling the dice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if it was like if you get the COVID shot, you can't spread COVID, I would go get the COVID shot. But that's not the case.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it's working.
It's not the fucking case. You get the COVID shot, you still fucking get COVID, and you still transmit COVID.
Right.
It's that simple, man. There's no question about it.
The variant is worse or coming from people that are vaccinated, right, Tim?
They're all getting sick. They're the ones getting sick. It's not the unvaccinated. It's them getting sick. Dude, Leah just went to a funeral. It wasn't me. Leah went, but she went to a funeral. Of a dude that he was old, but he got the COVID shot back when he was allowed to back in the beginning of the year, and then he died of COVID.
Yeah.
But they're saying Biden said no, nobody that's had a vaccine has died of COVID. This dude just died of COVID. He had a vaccine.
Oh, there's
well,
plenty
they also
of people.
deny anyone ever died from the COVID shot.
Listen. I know that to be false because my aunt's passed away. So you know what I mean. That's a fallacy. It's not true. It's not true. It's just
horrible right now.
That's not true.
So
I know somebody that's had it. I know somebody that's had it 3 fucking times, dude.
Fuck you, 3 times.
3 times. He does have a compromised immune system, but he's had it 3 fucking times. You know?
But also understand that, hey, listen,
what kind of life are you living, you piece of shit?
Are you just at a constant party?
Everything disappeared and everything was COVID. It's just
think about it.
Tests aren't accurate.
Think about it like this, and I've never looked it up, but from what I've heard, this is relatively true. If you look up pre-COVID, how many people die of the flu every year? There's a couple 100,000, let's say. I believe that number's that high. You notice nobody died from the flu in the last 2 fucking years? Nobody?
Dude, there were 38 million cases in 2019. Last year was like 1,080 or some shit like that. It's like something stupid like that. You know what I mean?
COVID is essentially the flu. It's essentially like a fucking hybrid flu.
I won't. You know? I guess Jersey's got to get the shot. I'm telling you, I'm just not going to do anything that they're like, hey, you have to have this to do this. Then I ain't fucking doing it.
Then I ain't doing it.
Then I ain't doing it. I'll spend my money somewhere else.
For St. Lucia.
I won't fly anymore if they do it.
Well, look.
Well, I mean, Seth, you're a man about town. You know what I mean?
Seth's wife works in a hospital. I understand a hospital policy. I don't agree with it, but I can relate to that. But you're not going to tell me I'm not getting on a cruise boat or on an airplane. If that's the case, I'll fucking fly, or I won't fly, or I won't go on your boat.
Yeah, cool. I think internationally right now they're doing it. I don't think it's domestic. I know it's not domestic because I've flown a bunch.
Look, I'm just going to say this because Governor DeSantis said it perfectly.
Hey, Jason Lehman, nobody watches basic television anymore like that, bro.
It's all internet.
Hey, Jason's still he's like, everybody's watching Channel 6. No, bro. Most people watch Netflix or YouTube, guy.
I paid for cable and none of the cable boxes.
Yeah, I paid for cable for 2 fucking years. And I realized one day, I was just sitting there, I was like, man, dude, when's the last time I turned my cable box on?
Right.
Yeah.
And then I just called the cable company. I was like, listen, come get all this shit. All I need is the best internet package you got.
Right. It's like $95 here. I can drop my bill like $50. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's a crazy world we're living in. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that this Delta variant or whatever the fuck.
At this point, you're not wrong. You might have been wrong 6 months ago.
Yeah.
You ain't wrong.
Yeah.
The hypocritical asshole that's allowing this fucking... Ask Eddie Stewart. I talk to Eddie Stewart all the time. He lives like 40 miles from the border. This fucking inundating him. They're dropping these motherfuckers throughout the country, everywhere. Okay? And just like the Senate said, until you shore up that border, I don't want to hear shit about COVID because you're just letting these motherfuckers go everywhere.
Yeah, it's the truth,
dude,
man.
You imagine if Trump...
It's not about human... If it's about human rights, then think about all the people you're killing.
What about the rights of your country?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I think we need DeSantis in 2024.
He's a fucking badass, dude. I love that.
I don't think Trump can do it, man. But just for the simple fact that it's just another 4 years of the bullshit we just.
Yeah, they'll just keep attacking him and attacking him.
Right.
I would like to see Trump win in 2024 just because it would be funny. That's the only reason why.
Too.
No, I like
you know what I mean?
I enjoy it.
Yeah, it would just be funny. It's a good time. You know what I mean?
I hope to watch this Mike Lindell thing.
I hope
going on.
Well, yeah. I hope someone. I hope in some way, shape, or form, fucking this bozo only gets to do this for a year, and Trump gets put back in office or something. That's what I'd like to see. That's what I'd like to see. That would be the icing on the fucking cake right there. Is like, hey, you guys fucking cheated big time. Yeah, you know what I mean? That'd be great, dude.
Hey, Mike Lindell hasn't paid out that $5 million yet.
Is there any question? I mean, honestly, is there? I mean, and just legitimately, I know Seth's a real even keel guy. Is there any doubt in your mind that election was rigged? Is there any doubt in your mind?
Yeah, more votes than fucking Obama.
He got more votes than Obama.
Nobody no.
You were on this podcast that night, Seth.
Yeah, I mean,
and you seen the numbers in Pennsylvania.
The second you allow mail-in voting, I knew it was going to be a fucking shit show. But I don't know, man. It definitely was fucking rigged. It's like, how the fuck do you change?
Dude, how many times in history has an election shut down at 11 o'clock at night?
Never.
They could have called it at 11 o'clock, and you wake up in the morning and you go, everybody here said, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Dude, if you remember 2016, we were up to 3 o'clock in the morning, and they announced Trump at 3 or something like that.
That was the best night of my life. I never had so much fun in my entire life. That was so much fun.
I was smoking cigarettes in my living room, just laughing.
Dude,
my ass off.
Oh, it was so fucking.
Good.
It was the best thing I've ever watched in my entire life. You know what I mean? It was great. It was fucking hilarious.
The media's got to change. We've got to change our media somehow. That's got to be the revolution.
The media is 90% of the problem.
The media doesn't bother me at all because I don't pay attention to the fucking media whatsoever.
It doesn't matter because people do. That's the problem.
What's that?
CNN pays to be in airports and shit like that. I mean, there's propaganda everywhere, and that's all it is propaganda of the state. And we need to separate those two.
Well, I got something to tell you. I got something to tell you, fucking retards. That shit's been going on since television was invented.
Sure. Well, that's what you're on.
They've been doing that shit. Newspaper. They've been doing that shit since the fucking printable word. You know what I mean? It's simple as that, man. They've been fucking propagandizing everything since man could read. You know what I mean? It's that fucking simple, man. It's just this right here was a perfect storm. They had a fucking motherfucking son of a bitch in office that the world, half the world and half the country did not like. It's that simple. He fucking stuck his fucking dick so deep in China's ass that they fucking let a virus out to fuck everything up.
Oh yeah.
It came from China. They call it the Chinese virus because it's from China.
Yeah.
China. It's a damn good show.
Yeah.
I do miss
see Facebook. You see Facebook here in 10 years? I think it's dead. I think because kids aren't on Facebook.
No, kids
they don't
aren't.
really. No. They don't do Facebook.
No,
and
people. They
get bored of shit.
Facebook's not gonna last because people can't take the truth.
Right. Well, I don't know. Something has to replace it. You know?
I don't know, man. I haven't watched. The only time I find out what's going on is when you guys talk about it on the podcast. I haven't watched news in, I don't know, fucking months.
Yeah, only news I watch is the Hodge twins. The only news I watch is the Hodge twins.
Those guys are fucking hilarious.
That's it.
I fucking laughed so hard.
Yeah, those are only dudes I fucking watch. Did you watch
used to
that
watch
one?
Auto-
Did you watch the like? It was like fucking. I don't know, like fucking. It was like fucking 2 fucking days ago about that tranny. Did you watch that one? Did you see the one about the tranny?
No,
It was
no.
that old dude and that transgender guy fucking arguing. The guy that owns the Star Wars shop. You ain't seen that one.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta watch that. You gotta watch that when he talks about, dude. It's so, dude. They went off on that one. That was so fucking good. But they're right though. I mean, how are you gonna tell a Vietnam veteran? You know what I mean? He went. You know what I mean? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. He's a Vietnam veteran. He's in his fucking 70s, man. You know. I think your sign's offensive. Then go fucking shop somewhere else, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's that fucking simple, man. Honestly, that's what he told him. To go shop somewhere else.
The problem is
If some kid at GameStop is behind the counter and says, "Sorry, sir," and you're fucking dressed like a fucking woman, and you get it's ma'am. Listen, motherfucker, you're a dude, bro. My bad, guy. You know what I'm saying? You know fuck, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You gave everybody in this country that wants attention the spotlight. You know what I mean? We put them like the minorities of this country are ruling this country right now.
They should be.
Which is crazy to me.
Why?
No, I'm talking about the very micro minorities, not like.
Oh,
not,
you don't like black people? You fucking racist?
No, I'm not. Man, even like the gay people and.
What's wrong with
that.
gay
They're
people?
only like 1 point. There's nothing wrong with gay people.
Where are you going with this, Tim?
Will you listen
Tim
to
doesn't realize.
Listen, hey, fuck, hey, Mark Tanner Jr. over here is talking.
1.4% of this country should not be running what the moral fabric of this country is.
You know what? Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. The moral fabric of this country is fucking twisted. And, as I'm not one of these dudes, and listen, I'm not, knocking you or anything. But, the Bible beating bullshit is just not, it's just not for everybody. You know what I mean? Right. And if you want everyone to live one nation under Jesus, then you guys need to go find a fucking island and call it Jesusville. Because that's not. Yeah, but it's not. Not when Joel Osteen fucking don't pay no taxes, lives in a mega church. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. All I'm saying, you're talking about morality, and this isn't a moral issue. I mean, I'm perfectly okay with some dude running around dressed as a fucking chick, but don't expect me to fucking call you ma'am because you're a fucking dude.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But so morality, it doesn't matter. I think that guy should have just as much a voice and opinion as you do.
Exactly. Absolutely. I don't care what. I don't give a fuck what you do. That's not the point. I'm just saying we shouldn't have to call them. Well,
they're going to dictate. They're going to dictate. Tim, they're going to dictate policy right now because they have no rights right now in their eyes. That's that simple. Just like my cousin and her girlfriend are get fucking. Listen, my cousin and her girlfriend are gonna get fucking married. If something happens to my cousin, even though she's married a woman, if she dies, she gets no benefits for that or anything.
They absolutely have rights.
Some.
They have all. That was done years. Okay. A few years back. Okay.
But you know what I'm saying. But what my point is this. Is that they did it before, so that you know what I mean, and that was a big talking point for a very long fucking time. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Until it got changed. The same way with these chicks with dicks. There's certain things they want to be afforded or done or whatever. That's of course going to be a talking point. Listen. A dude listen.
That's where we're going.
Listen, no, that's not why. Because chicks with dicks want to fucking be called a chick. You know what I mean?
No,
come on, bro.
Because that's just the path we're going with this. We're just adding we're adding letters to the LGBT.
No,
now we're gonna put PE on.
I'm not with you. I'm not with you on that one. I'm not jiving. I'm not jiving with you. You're gonna lump pedophiles in with gay people. You can't do that with me. I'm not. You just did right there. You just did right there, though. You just fucking did right there, though. You just did right there, though. You just added a P on the end of that, my guy. Nah, that's not the path. You added a P to that, and that's not fair. That's just not fair.
Can't be, dude. I'm not the one adding the shit to it. They add the numbers to it, letters to it anyway. Dude,
they added the P.
Don't worry about it.
They added the P.
Oh my God, dude. You getting offended by that?
I'm not offended. I'm just saying, did they add the P?
I'm just saying the pedophiles are
They
lining
might.
themselves
They,
up.
they the pedophiles are okay.
Yeah.
There we go. The
There you go.
pedophiles might be trying, but that shit just no, that's not cool.
I don't think it matters your sexual preference. I don't think they want to have those people lumped in with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I was laughing the other day. We had rehearsal dinner, and my uncle's like 77 Vietnam vet, and my wife's brought her friend, like had her friend come, and she brought her gay cousin who wears like dresses and shit, and he doesn't fucking know what anything is. He's like, "What's that guy dressed like a monk?" And I'm like, "It's not a monk." So he goes over and he's like, "Oh, you two are together?" And they're like, "No." And he's like, puts his hand on his shoulder and goes, "Well, I guess we're all God's creatures," and then just fucking walks away. And I was like, "Hey, you couldn't have asked for a better way for some guy to handle the shit."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand it, but go for it.
Yeah, that's my thing. I don't get it, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I think they should have just as big a voice as anyone else, and the reason why it's so loud right now is because that's kind of like where our culture has gone. You know what I mean? There's not less God-fearing people in the world. There's just more people like that in the world. You know what I mean?
There's more options have been afforded people.
Yeah, it's just more acceptable. Those people have those cross-dressers, as they used to call them back in the day. They've always existed. They just had to be underground because they get the fucking shits. They get their guts stomped out their mouth. Yeah. Which ain't cool. Which is not funny. You know what I mean? That's not funny. I mean, it is funny, but it's not funny. I mean, it's funny, but it ain't funny. You know what I mean? And that's the only difference, is that it's now more socially acceptable to be that than it was back in the day, because you would literally get killed for that shit back in the day. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you got caught meat gazing in the locker room, you get your shit beat out of you back then. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're immoral as a society. This isn't Sodom and Gomorrah.
I'm not saying that's immoral at all, dude. I mean, I live in one of the biggest gay populations
I know
in the
you
country.
do. I know you do.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we have no issues.
I know you don't. But what you're saying is like the moral fabric has changed. And I really don't think that it is. I just think it's more socially acceptable now.
The way this country should be is by the majority, not by the minority.
Yeah, well, that's I mean, that's the foundation of America. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it should be a majority of the people that are. That's what this country should be about. And our generation is the majority, and we're getting sucked out of our duty as, our parents did, and just keep the American dream going. You know what I mean? For the younger, I don't know.
I don't think the American dream has changed at all. I think that the American dream is just, it's changing is all, because
it's just
that's because my grandparents' generation is gone. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And the baby boomers are elderly now. You know what I'm saying? Things are changing. You know what I mean? The elderly now were fucking dropping acid and peace, love, and it's cool to be gay, and it's cool to be transgender, and it's all right if you got a dick and wear a dress and call yourself Sally. It's okay. You know what I mean? Because that's That's just how it's changed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I just think the moral compass of America has changed. Those people that had that instilled that value that you're talking about are gone now. You know what I mean? Or just about all gone now. And now there's another older generation of people that weren't the majority that are now the fucking majority. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because the ones that are left can't do anything about anything.
Yes. And the new majority is that fucking flower child from the fucking 60s, and it just so happens that we're in a cultural revolution as far as social media and acceptance, that they have the youth to back them up. You know what I mean? Our
problem is we didn't know what to do with all this technology.
Yeah.
We went ape shit.
Right, yeah. Exactly, man. And it's just changing. And I think is I'm going to be honest with you, and I said this and I'm going to apply it here, and you guys may or may not agree with me, but I lost my grandparents, and anyone that had, anyone with grandparents knows that once you lose your grandparents, your family's like a rudderless ship. And you got to think about that generation of people that whole generation of people is almost gone, and America is a rudderless ship right now. The greatest generation is almost completely gone, if not, you know what I mean? And that rudder, those hands are not on the rudder no more. And you know what I mean? Now there's a new set of people with their hands on the rudder, and they are not like those people. They're just not. You know what I mean?
Well, you got everybody pulling it different ways, trying to.
Yeah. There's a power struggle.
To take over at some point. Gen X is going to have to be the adult in the room because baby boomers had their shot and they fucked that shit up. So dude, baby boomers, the generation.
What generation are we?
You guys are. Well, Mark is probably.
I'm Gen X.
Aspect of Gen X, and you're kind of a hybrid between the end of Gen X and the beginning.
Yeah, I'm 42. I was born in '79, so.
Yeah, so you're like the end of Gen X. That's like the end of it.
Yeah, I own AR-15, smoke weed, and think being gay is cool.
You know what? It's
cool, man.
No,
but when you see a bunch of kids running around, someo's got to be the adult.
You're right.
Since TJ was pretty much raised by his grandparents, he's Gen X all day long. The date don't matter with him.
Yeah,
you know
that's true.
Look,
That is true.
I'm just speaking to the larger point. The Gen X generation is going to have to stop being the wandering generation, the one that kind of, and just be like, all right, we got to fucking, because you were raised by people. Gen X was raised by people that are of the greatest generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or have a tie to it at least.
Right. Well, and not only that, when we're probably one of the last generations to grow up without the fucking internet.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my kids and my younger brother and sister, they grew up with the fucking internet. You know what I mean? It's always been there for them.
Well, dude, think about it.
I was 20 when it came out.
Yeah, yeah, right.
21.
TJ,
I remember when getting a cable box was super cool. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, dude, I got fucking MTV.
Yeah. Grab an iPad, an iPod, a tablet, whatever you want to call, even a cell phone, and hand it to your little boy and turn it on and watch what he can do with it.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but your generation also grew up with technology. You know what I mean? Like the baby boomer generation has no idea
what the fuck they're doing.
At least you guys, like, I mean, dude, you edit podcasts and fucking put up video. Like, you understand.
Technology.
We had Atari, though.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
Atari,
I had Nintendos, you know what I mean? Yeah, we had that shit. Yeah. But we didn't have the reach out and touch you communication that my kids and my brother and sister had. You know what I mean? Like, I was in my 20s before, I had a cell phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I had a pager.
Yeah, right. I also had a clear neon green Motorola pager, actually.
Dude, I had the one that beeped real loud, and then they said their message real loud over the speaker.
Oh, okay.
Like you didn't see the numbers, and you got it twice. So if you didn't get it twice after the second time, you didn't ever hear that message again. Like it was a big block that would just. It was like it was hilarious. Yeah.
I don't know. I've not given up. I've not given up hope. You know what I mean? Because this is America, and anything's possible in America. Contrary to popular belief, America is a free country, and anything's possible here. So, I think. The problem is there's too many people with loud mouths right now, and eventually all of this stuff is going to blow back in a hard way, and these people that get away with what they get away with because they're tech savvy and they know the right this and they know the right that to say, all of that's going to go away, and they're going to have to depend on Gen X to fucking get by. And that's when everything's going to change. Everyone's going to have a new appreciation for themselves and their neighbors. You know what I mean?
You might be right on that, dude.
You know what I'm saying? I think everyone just doesn't have a good appreciation for what the other one can do.
Well, I mean, just also think, too, it's like the American dream, right? Like George Washington's idea of what the American dream, it was different than, Hamilton's idea of the, you know what I mean? Every generation is complaining. Socrates was complaining about this generation soft fucking 3,000 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's just like
yeah.
where we're at.
You're right.
We complain. We do need to kind of get to the point where it's like Gen X, Millennials, and Zennials, whatever the fuck they're called, are going to have to come to like a working term
Yeah.
at some point. I'm
Yeah.
just like, all right.
Well,
guys
it's
do
going to
this,
get to the
do
point
this.
where the baby boomers are going to start falling off too, and then these fucking people, they're not going to know what the fuck to do. They're not going to know what the fuck to do with themselves because they're too busy sticking each other in the ass with glittery dildos and painting their fucking hair pink. You know what I mean? And wearing dresses. They're too busy worried about their social media existence than they are actually fucking living. Because when you can't go to the grocery store and get a frozen pizza or stop at McDonald's and get a fucking cheeseburger, shit's going to hit the fucking fan. If you couldn't go out, listen, if there was something to happen and you couldn't go get a fucking cheeseburger for, say, 30 days, I guarantee you motherfuckers to start eating each other.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Yeah, something wild will be happening.
I guarantee it. These fucking people, 90% of these motherfuckers are retarded.
Yeah, no, you're right.
They
No
don't
common
have a
sense.
fucking brain in
No
their fucking head.
common sense.
No common
No
sense.
fucking-
I don't know how to put the fucking toenail in the feet. You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I can't pull my pressure washer. It's bound to
It
the
all
motor
comes
shop.
back around.
Release the pressure off the trigger, you fucking momo.
Yeah.
Christ almighty, how fucking stupid are you?
Yeah, man.
There's some questions out there. I wish
dude.
people would just ignore it. You know what I mean? I wish Pro Window Cleaning would see a dumb question and everyone would just make a decision, be like, fuck that. Nobody answer it. Nobody say anything.
But 90% of the time, you're going to get shit on.
Yeah.
It's a haven for bullshit.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Why do you say those things on? Because you came to the internet and asked a stupid fucking question, my guy.
Yeah.
That's why. You don't need to make another group. If you guys want to fucking stand in a circle and jerk each other off all day, then that's fine. But eventually, you're going to invite somebody into that group, and they're going to be like, man, these are some stupid fucking questions. And they're going to be like, dude, you guys are a bunch of fucking idiots.
I really do wish there were some questions on there that I would like to know the answer to. You know what I mean? There's one every fucking 12 days where I'm like, I'd like to know the answer to this question.
Yeah.
But the rest is just fucking, I have this storefront and how am I going to clean it? And someone's like, $250. And I'm like, fucking true.
How much do you get for this?
Gen X is a product of the fucking, the late 70s and 80s, right?
Yeah.
That's why Gen X is like the greatest generation, because we done seen all of it. You know what I mean? We've seen all this before.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? We've seen all of this before. And you know what we did?
Your mullet ain't new.
Yeah, yes. Your mullet is not cool. You know what I mean? We seen the Kentucky waterfall a long time ago, my dude. You know what I mean? And so
You guys are riding bikes, blowing up your hands with fucking N80.
dude. We came home in the street. We left. We got up in the morning. We ate and we walked out the fucking front door, and we didn't come back in the house until the street lights came on.
Because Mom have something for you to do.
Yeah. When you got kidnapped back in the 80s, you were fucking sexually assaulted and thrown in a fucking ditch. You know what I mean? There was no ransom notes. You know what I mean?
You got sexually assaulted back in the 80s. Your parents were like, it's not. Don't worry about it.
It's not that
Uncle
fucking.
Brian does.
Yeah, that's what Uncle Brian
Uncle
does.
Brian was 50 years.
Just put some squeeze on it. It'll stop bleeding.
You know my grandfather used to tell me when I come in the house, I'd be crying, I fell off my bike or something like that. He's like, rub it with a rock, put some fucking dirt on it, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
None of that shit, man. My mom, if I smarted off to her, she'd backhand the fucking shit out of me in front of everybody. The whole fucking neighborhood see me get my ass
knocked me out
whooped.
with a boot.
My mom gave up with the spoon shit. By the time I hit 12, she had a fucking wiffle ball bat with duct tape on it. Leave marks.
Yeah.
My fucking 5'2" mom just beating your ass with a wiffle ball bat.
Yeah. It's just a different time, man. Just a different time. And I think Gen Xers kids, for the most part, like my kids are social. They're well adjusted, man.
Yeah, no.
They're
Gen X
tolerant.
kids are
They're
gonna grow up
tolerant.
like
They're
Gen X.
tolerant. They're tolerant of people and their choices, but they're not tolerant for bullshit. Neither one of my daughters are tolerant for bullshit. None. They can sniff a virtue signaler a fucking mile away. You know what I mean? They see it. You know what I mean? You know, so it's all in fucking how you're raised, to be quite honest with you, man. There's just some really shitty fucking parents out there. Let's just be honest. That's really the fucking problem here. There's just some really fucking shitty fucking parents out there. Shitty fucking parents out there, you know?
Yeah.
So, It's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Yeah, not much you can do with it.
Not much you can do with it. So next week, barring some information I don't know yet, we'll have on Everett Abrams, the wizard, aka the Wizard of Wood, on the podcast. It should be fucking excellent, informative show. We should have a lot of good questions, and we'll get to talk to Everett, and he actually does watch the show when he can, so that's also cool. That's how I got hooked up with Everett, to be quite honest with you. And he told me, he's like, hey man, I watched the show. I'm like, man, that's fucking cool as shit. I would have never expected you to watch the show. Right. So that ought to be cool. We did not do Tool Time with the Squeegee Live podcast, guys. We were supposed to, and we didn't. Fuck, I forgot it. But you know what? We'll do that next week.
We'll catch it next week.
We'll get it next week. And that'll be sponsored by our fucking sponsor, windowcleaner.com. We'd like to thank smartbox.com or startsmartbox.com. That's what I say, John Sacco. Go check out the Start Smart Box over at startsmartbox.com. Makerproducts.com. American Window Cleaner Magazine. Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber. Fucking, some other dudes. It's cool. Thank you guys. If you want to become a Patreon member, go to www.patreon.com/squeegeelife, or you can go to our website and buy t-shirts, because we only sell towels at windowcleaner.com, and that's at squeegeelife.com. Go check all that shit out. We appreciate you guys. So what are you guys going to come back next week and do the podcast with me?
Yeah,
We'll be back next week on Wednesday around this time, and we'll do another podcast for you guys. We really appreciate you guys listening and watching. And
come hang out anytime.
Yeah, come and hang out anytime. We'll see you guys next week. Deuces.
Peace.
Deuces.